Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Stephanie and I'm blind and I do not have a guide dog, but I do have this. It's the white cane that you're looking at. And so I do use the white cane. And this little girl right here is Baby. She is brown and she has white paws with a white belly and chest. And she's currently gray-headed because she's 15 years old. Her favorite things are scratches on her sides, scratches on her belly, scratches on her chest, dog treats, and sleeping. Her favoriteest thing to do is nap. I've had her since she was a little puppy. She was kind of a rescue. And I love her to bits. So join me and Baby as we show you what it's like living as a blind person. Okay, fine, so it's just me, but Baby's tagging along. Sometimes. Come on, you know you want to. It'll be fun, right? So last week I asked you all what I should do for future living blind videos. And I got an idea, and so I thought today I should cover that idea. And someone asked down in the comments how I am attracted to people. I don't think that's worded exactly correctly, but basically they want to know what I find attractive in people, I guess. Now, this is just based on me. This isn't like, what's the word? Something that is a standard for every single blind person out there, because everyone is different. Some people find personality attractive, some people find like personal, I don't know, like physical appearance attractive. Some people find personal attributes attractive. I don't know, it just depends on the person. But this is what I find attractive in someone. I go for personality first. So are you smart, intelligent, funny, sweet, nice, respectful? Do you respect people's opinions even if you don't agree with them, which is kind of something new that I started considering? What do you know about various topics? What are your hobbies? What kinds of things do you like to do? What is your dream job? Where do you see yourself in the future? I don't mean like a specific time limit, I just mean in general, and Baby is getting a drink. Can you take sarcasm? Are you controlling? Are you verbally abusive? And then I look for other things like physical attraction, muscles, no muscles, that kind of thing. I don't judge people based on their appearance. I judge people based on their personality, how they treat people. I can sense people's personality, so I know things about people without having to put it into words. And for the most part, unless you're really, really good at lying, I can tell when people are lying to me. It's like a gut instinct sort of thing. And I'm very much aware that not everyone does that, but I can do it. Another thing that I consider is how much you care about the people in your life. Do you call your friend who's having a hard day just to see if they're okay? Do you go visit a friend in the hospital or go sit with someone that you know who's on hospice? Do you spend your time with kids just because you want to spend your time with kids? I mean, like, volunteering to help kids learn something new, or tutoring them, or helping them out in some other way. I feel like this is like really hard because I feel like I could also be describing friendships. And it's kind of awkward to talk about this kind of thing because, okay, truthfully, I don't have a lot of experience with relationships. I spent a lot of the last several years focused on first graduating high school. And then once I was out of high school, I spent a large majority of my time just trying to get through college, trying to finish classes, trying to get through the semester, trying to get through this year so I can get to summer break. So I always tell people that I don't have time for relationships because I'm in college, and I don't want to be like, well, you have to wait so I can do this paper, which is true. But I just haven't been in a lot of relationships, so I kind of feel like I don't know what I want yet, other than like the personality thing. Like, I don't have a particular type of person. I know that I don't like rude, well, when I say rude, I mean like people who like talk over me all the time and try to tell me what I want and don't want. And I know that I don't want someone who constantly calls people names all the time because that could transfer to me. And I know that I don't want someone who calls me like 20 times when I don't answer the phone, or repeatedly hugs me every 5 seconds while I'm in a room. And I mean that literally. I know that I don't want that. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is I know what I don't want. Because I've had it. I've had the things that I don't want in a relationship. I definitely look for someone who enjoys reading because it's one of the things that I enjoy. I I try to look for things that we have in common that aren't gonna cause a fight. Like, do you like cats or dogs? Or what's your political opinions? Because apparently over the last few years that's become an important thing to me. I don't know why. It just has. It's one of those things. Cheating is not something that I value, so it's definitely something that I try and avoid. So that's something that I don't want. I feel like I went from talking about attraction to relationships. But you know what? Attraction often leads to relationships. So I feel like it's relevant, you know? So anyway, I definitely don't want someone who's like super clingy. And I mean, you know, like I said, someone who hugs you literally every 5 seconds. Okay, so for an example, my ex, before we started dating, we met in person and everything was good, and we were kind of hanging out in my hotel room, and I got up to, I don't know, use the bathroom or something, and before I even got there, he had hugged me like 3 times. I'm sorry, but for me that's like really smothering. I don't mean that I don't like affection and hugs and all that. I just don't want to feel like I'm being smothered to death. If that makes any sort of sense to anyone. I hope this rambling long video makes some sort of sense. And again, different blind people see different things as far as attraction. Oh, and I definitely like people who are taller than me. I'm really short. So people who are taller than me, even if it's just a couple of inches, is kind of a bonus. I can't explain why that's a thing that I look for, but I do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it enough to give it a thumbs up, but I understand if you don't. Giving it a thumbs down is fine too. It's still a view, right? Right. So, leave a comment if you have something to say. I definitely take ideas, questions, suggestions, all that. And if you want these to continue, please leave those down in the comments below. Like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. They can be found on my YouTube page, as well as down in the description, along with a link to transcribe and add closed captions to any or all of my videos, including the one that you're watching right this second. So obviously, if you know a language other than English and you can like help me out, I'd like really appreciate it. I did that on purpose. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys!